So here we go. Steelers. What day is today? Today is what? Tuesday? We got a game coming up Thursday night football. And man, it is not looking good for the Steelers. I mean, what do you mean? It should be looking good for the Steelers right now, even though we got Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky should be the spark and the fire that lights the flame in this offense because let's be honest, man, Kenny Pickett has been historically bad. There's no two ways around it. Matt Canada was gone. Yeah, he got hurt last game. Yeah, they had a 400-yard game, whatever. Who cares, man? Ben Roethlisberger had 500-yard games. We have not been able to throw the ball. Teams have been daring us to throw the ball all game long, and there's no excuses to lose that game to the freaking 2-10 Arizona Cardinals. They have one of the worst defenses in the entire league. There's no reason we can't put up points on the Arizona Cardinals. No reason whatsoever. Just stupid mental mistakes all over the field. Deontay Johnson acting like a clown, a diva, all about him, all about the numbers. I even was saying it before the season. It was all talking about Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl. They're all about them. They all want to get their numbers. And this is how you get fucking, locker room division. You got all these people who want the ball and nobody getting the ball on offense pretty much and nobody doing nothing on offense and them getting questioned by the media every day. They're under a microscope. Every single little thing they do, even Najee probably wasn't really trying to throw Matt Cannon under a bus, but the reporter straight asked him, do they know what's coming? And dude, team straight up said that they know what's coming. The whole stadium knows what's coming. So what else is he supposed to say? Like, how much longer can you defend Matt Canada? His play calling was bad, but really, it comes down to execution at the end of the day. He's even said it himself, Najee, Kenny Pickett, and the whole team. Easy drops, bad penalties, bad snaps, being ahead of receivers, behind the receiver. I've been saying it all year long. So Mitchell Trubisky, there's got to be the fire that sparks the flame. There's really no more excuses. And people are chopping at the bit against Mike Tomlin, too. Because these are the games. I said it before the game. I made 2 videos. Is Tomlin be coach of the year? Because he wins that game, you put him in the conversation of coach of the year. You lose that game, you're basically like a mediocre, slightly above average team, which that's the moniker, which that's the narrative that's been coming out of the Trib and Mark Madden, and he's pushing it. Anytime Tomlin loses, that's what's going to be pushed. So there's really zero excuses to lose this game, even if the Patriots defense is good. They're throwing in a nobody, no-name quarterback. And Mitchell Trubisky's the highest paid backup quarterback in the league. He was drafted in the first round. The Bears gave up a ton of picks to get him, and he didn't pan out. Was a backup in Buffalo. And there's really no excuses. I mean, Mitchell Trubisky was a first-round pick, so he's supposed to have pedigree. He's supposed to have talent. He's supposed to be good. And I mean, he's been sitting on the sidelines, learning the playbook. Some quarterbacks don't start until they're their first 3-4 years in the season. They just sit on the pine. So quarterbacks can sit on the sidelines and get better. Hopefully that's what Mitchell Trubisky's doing, and he's just not collecting a check, sitting on the sidelines, thinking, whatever, I'm done, I don't care. I'm just going to sit here and not put any work, not put any study in film or anything like that in the offseason throwing. Who knows what he's doing? And we're going to find out what Mitchell Trubisky's capable of. This is an opportunity right now. Steelers are all about opportunities, and there's been a lot of opportunities throughout the entire season. So this is an opportunity to take over one of the worst offense, a historically bad offense, and just make yourself a name, make yourself a hero, make yourself, valuable for another team that needs a starting quarterback. Maybe even take your job back from Kenny Pickett because he's been so bad. So bad. And if you get this win, which we should get over the Patriots, and then you get the win over the Colts, and then you get the next win after that, and then when Kenny's healthy, then it becomes a discussion. And, that's how you create locker room drama. Just with Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris all year long. Jaylen Warren's probably fed up at this point. He's probably fed up this point. Last month, he led the entire league in rushing, and he still has not been named the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's getting fined week in. He's played 2 games this year where he didn't even get paid. He didn't even get paid for 2 games this year. And running backs take the most punishment of all positions in the entire league, and they are the most underpaid position in the entire league when they are basically the dudes that take the most punishment, get the most touches, and are the ones that get injured 2, 3, 4 years in their careers and are never the same after those injuries. For maybe there's few and far between that come back from an injury at a running back and are the same, especially a really good running back. I mean, you can name countless names of good running backs who just ended up getting hurt and falling off the map. Like, seriously, running backs are like, they'll last 4 or 5 years and then that's it. So if I'm Jalen Warren and I'm not getting paid, hell, next year I might hold out. Especially if we lose, we don't win this game, we don't make the playoffs, there's nothing to buy in. We're a mediocre ass team and you're not getting the ball and you have to answer questions all day long about Najee Harris and coaches and the drama and what's wrong. And then you're not getting paid. You're getting on this rookie ass deal that he's going to be on a rookie ass deal next year too. Cheap. We got him on a steal. I mean, he's playing above his pay grade right now. And there's a lot of players paying below their pay grade. Patrick Peterson, the entire offensive line for the most part. Mason Cole, most of them Chooks got benched. He's the highest paid offensive lineman that we have. And he got benched. So, and a lot of people was thinking it was going to be Dan Moore. So there's a lot of moves to be made in the offseason. I mean, this is a young team. We're still rebuilding. I think we still got a good future ahead. But if Kenny Pickett keeps playing bad as he's been playing, like, there's really no excuses for Kenny Pickett, man. There's quarterback Will Levis. I mean, that quarterback for Cincinnati went out there and played better than Kenny Pickett. The dude, a 5th-round pick for Cleveland, played better than Kenny Pickett. I mean, there's so many young quarterbacks that are playing better than Kenny Pickett. And he was drafted 1st overall. People in his draft class are playing better than him. Brock Purdy was like a 7th-round pick, is playing better than him. Desmond Ritter's probably playing better than him. Sam Howell's probably playing better than him. And they was all drafted in the same class as him. So Mitchell Trubisky has a huge opportunity, and there's no excuses to lose this game. The Patriots have lost games. They've only given up 10 points, and they've lost the last 3 games. So if we cannot score more than 10 points, like, really, that's all it's going to take. I think this is going to be a Steelers win, 14-10. That was my prediction. They win 14-10. If they cannot score more than 10 points with Mitchell Trubisky, the highest paid backup quarterback in the league, he's got to go. This is it. You either get cut or you remain the backup, or you possibly, take your job back. This is or make yourself valuable to another team and trade bait to where maybe you can be a starter. Who knows? But I doubt it. You're probably just going to be a journeyman backup because all you do is come in there and throw interceptions. And it's not all on Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky's getting shit on. But the fact is, when he does come in the game, Kenny Pickett has us from so far behind that he just has to go in there and sling it. So coming out at the beginning of the game and actually having a game plan for him to work off and a script, because obviously most drives are scripted, especially your first drive of the game is scripted. So hopefully he comes in there, puts a goddamn drive together, and, that's really, we get off to a hot start, get a little fire going. The game's in Pittsburgh, get the fans into it. I think we should be all right, and we should get this win. There's no excuses for Mike Tomlin. There's no excuses for Mitchell Trubisky. There's no excuses for last week. It's on Tomlin. It's on Tomlin, bro. It is on Tomlin. The scapegoat's gone now. You did it. You tried to light the fire, and then maybe he wasn't the scapegoat. And, what is next? Kenny Pickett? That's the guy you drafted. And you drafted Mason Rudolph. And you drafted Josh Dobbs. And then you flip-flop him around. And you have the future. And you groom him to be a future. And then you throw him to the side. Honestly, we could have just been fine with Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph has had better stats than Kenny Pickett. We'd be better off with him and drafting good offensive linemen and building talent around us and getting young offensive linemen and more talent. And then maybe last year we could have drafted a quarterback. Or this year we could have drafted a quarterback instead of JPJ and Broderick Jones in the first round, because we had linemen last year. And we wouldn't have had to trade up to get Broderick Jones. We would have just took a quarterback right then and there. Who knows? Because there's some decent quarterback. Will Levis was sitting right there. Could have been easily. Hell, we could have got Will Levis in the second round with the JPJ pick. Blah. Boom. So, can we find another Will Levis in the second round next year? Who knows? What if Bo Nix drops to the second round for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I'm taking Bo Nix, bro. He's a dual threat quarterback. I don't think he's that good. I don't know if he's really could be an NFL quarterback, but I don't know. He's a project quarterback that maybe you can do some different things with him. He's been doing good in Oregon in a different system. He wasn't good in Auburn or whatever the hell he was at first, and then he could put him went to Oregon, Pac-12 offense, and he's playing good. So who knows? What if Michael Finks drops to us in the first round? We got that 17th, 18th, 19th pick, and Michael Finks joins the draft, and we pop him up. He's thrown for the most yards in college football. What if he's sitting there? Do you take him or you don't take him? Get rid of him, at least for a backup. Hey, make it a competition. Hey, it is what it is. Kenny and Finks. One's the backup and one's the starter. And get rid of Mitchell Tribisky's trash-ass quarterback contract. Especially if he doesn't win this fucking game. There ain't no excuses. So it's pretty much, this is his debut game. To literally, we cut his ass, bro. I would cut his ass. If we lose this game, I would cut his ass, bro. I would have benched Kenny Pickett a long time. Yeah, I would have cut his ass, bro. And a lot of people would have benched Kenny Pickett a long ass time ago. The entire fan base was calling for Mason Rudolph's ass to get benched when he was playing better than Kenny Pickett. So what the hell? It's crazy. And now you got an apologist out there for him being one of the worst fucking quarterbacks in like history. He's terrible. He don't turn it over. Well, that's because he don't throw the ball downfield and we can't even pick up a first down and we don't get any first downs. So I'd rather, if we get a touchdown, I'll take a touchdown for an interception, I guess. I would take that. As long as you don't let the interception turn into a touchdown and you got the Steelers defense. Like Ben would throw an interception here and there, but he'd throw for 350 yards and score 4 or 5 touchdowns a game. Same with Brett Favre. He would throw an interception or two, but he'd throw 3 or 4 touchdowns and throw for 300 yards. So you get the good with the bad, and you make the good checks, and just having the leadership and the moxie and, I don't know, just the confidence to go out there and put balls where, just put balls. Sometimes that's what you have to do. And sometimes you ain't going to have the best window, and you're going to have to step in, and you're just going to have to put that ball right there on the money, on time, on rhythm. You can't be ahead and behind and below and above. This is the NFL, bro. This ain't JV, Bush League, fucking Pop Warner, fucking football, bro. This is the NFL, bro. You got to hit your motherfucker in the numbers and in stride, especially like a receiver like Calvin Austin. You hit him in stride, and he makes one guy miss, boom, he's gone. But if you hit him, you go a little bit behind him, and he has to stop his route and turn around to make a catch, and then turn his body all the way around and then get to going again. While an NFL linebacker is already coming at him full speed from behind, now that you threw it behind him, he's getting licked and he's getting crushed and he's getting killed. And, as a quarterback, they don't like that. And when you're rolling around in the pocket, taking sacks and holding on to the ball too long, taking sacks, those sacks go on the offensive lineman and it gets the offensive lineman. Where really, you should have had that ball out 2.5 seconds ago, a half second ago. You're trying to, I don't even know what you're trying to play, hero ball or something. I don't even know. Get the ball out, keep the sticks moving, get first downs, get in the red zone, and capitalize and punch the fuck in, bro. It's that simple. I mean, all you got to do is get 4 or 5 yards every time, and we have 2 great running backs. So there's no excuses. We're this bad on third down. There's no excuses that we can't pass the ball. It's that Kenny Pickett really is not that good. And our offensive coordinators really aren't that good. But at the end of the day, like even the players say, execution. Kenny says it's about execution. It's about execution. You got to execute at the end of the day. And they're not executing, bro. Bad, stupid penalties, and just dumb shit. Just being off time, not in sync. And just, I don't know, nobody's on the same page. And nobody's bought in. And there's really no identity. I mean, the identity has kind of been running the ball. But you got to be able to pass the ball. He should be able to pass for like 200, 300 yards and not throw interceptions. You're running the ball so good, eventually you got them single coverage matchups and you got to put them up there. And eventually you got easy fucking slant passes over the middle, and defenses are blitzing, and you're just missing easy, just cake that you could throw literally a Pop Warner player in there and make those throws, bro. For real. And you're not making those throws. So this is a huge opportunity for Mitchell Trubisky. He's got zero excuses, and Mike Tomlin has zero excuses. Jaylen Warren, he might be unhappy. That's probably why he said, oh, we're probably ill-prepared. We were ill-prepared. He's basically saying, I want the ball, bro. I give him the ball. He needs the ball. And I've been riding the Najee train, but keep Jaylen Warren in as the starter, first and second downs, third and short situations, and spell situations. Najee gets in the game, and that's what it's got to be. One of these guys got to get the ball 20 times. I don't think neither of these guys has got the ball 20 times once all year, and that's a travesty because Najee's the type of back that you need to get him the ball 20 times. And if you get Jaylen Warren the ball 20 times, if he actually touched the ball 20 times for once in his career, imagine how good he would do and how well he's doing with the limited opportunities and reps he's getting, and he's slowly and gradually been earning more and more and more reps from last year to this year. Jaylen Warren is the best player, I'd say, on this team offensively. And Kenny Pickett's got to be better, and the offense has got to be better, or this team's going nowhere. We might not even make the playoffs. We lose this game, 7-6, with the Ravens, the Seahawks, the Bengals, and the Colts left. The road was looking so clear, and now it's looking muddy, and it ain't going to be fucking sweet in December if we don't get this win. We got to get 3 wins out of the next 5, and it's got to start this Sunday in Pittsburgh against the 2-10 New England Patriots.